Leetcode 235, lowest common ancestor of a binary search tree. And finding lowest common ancestor is not limited to BSTs, binary search trees. In fact, there are many other kinds of trees, and depending on what kind of tree, or even if it's specified or not, it could be much more difficult. Yeah. So in this case, binary search trees impose certain order on their nodes, and this order makes this problem very, maybe not easy, but very simple if you can take advantage of it. And here they classify it as medium, but this classification is not always like 100% accurate, since there are some problems related to trees as well, which are, I would say, more difficult than this particular one and are classified as easy on that website. So take it however you want, and here is the description. Given a binary search tree, BST, find the lowest common ancestor, of course, LCA, node of two given nodes in the BST. So we have three inputs, root, always given. That's how we find, that's how can we traverse the tree at all. Then we have our two nodes, P and Q. And it could be the case that either P or Q are exactly the same as the root. And so this doesn't represent the whole tree. All of them represent just objects of that class tree node, which stores the values, which are the labels, or the data numbers which we store in this circles on that particular representation. So those 6, 2, and 8, they would be stored in that property point val. And then there is left and right, which are the connections to the children if they exist. So they could be none. And those lowest circles or those lowest nodes are called leaves, and they have no further connections, and that means that left and right will be set to none there. So according to the definition of LCA on Wikipedia, the lowest common ancestor is defined between two nodes P and Q as the lowest node in T, probably the tree that has both P and Q as descendants, where we allow a node to be a descendant of itself. Yeah. So this important information, the node can be a descendant of itself and respectively an ancestor of itself. So it could be the case, as I said, that either P or Q is the root, and in that case, they will be its own lowest ancestor. Yeah, and the ancestors are the ones that are presented higher, more to the top, and descendants are the ones that are more to the bottom. But in an extreme case, the node itself is its own descendant and its own ancestor. And here is the first example. We have following P and Q, 2 and 8, and their lowest common ancestor is already root 6. Yeah? So they are both connected to 6. So 2 and 8 go here. And in another example, in the second example, we have exactly same tree, but have different input. So we have nodes 2 and 4. And in this case, their lowest common ancestor is 2, which is one of the nodes. Yeah, so if you can take a look, it could be the case that one of the nodes is an ancestor of the another one. And in that case will be that node, which is the ancestor of the second one, will be the lowest common ancestor of both of them. And that's something that we have to consider. And the third example is an example where we have just two elements. And of course, in this case, we will have to take one of them as an ancestor. And in this case, it will be the first one, which is 2. Okay, so let's maybe replicate this tree, or maybe not the whole one, but okay, we can try to replicate the whole one. Why not? 2, 6, and 8. Zero and 4. and 7 and 9. And the last one is 3 and 5. This here, connect those two, then those two and the last two, 3 and 5. Like this. And let's copy the title, lowest common ancestor of a binary search tree. And there is something about binary search tree that we have to notice. Well, we don't have to, but if we don't notice it, we cannot take an advantage of it. And mainly the fact that each time when we split the tree into subtrees, so first at the root we have the left subtree, this part, and the right subtree, all of the nodes to the left have values which are less than the current value, and all of the nodes to the right have the values which are greater than the current value. So let's write it down. All the nodes in the left subtree have value less than the current, and the same goes for the right subtree. Greater. So when we receive our inputs, let's start maybe with those two, 2 and 4. We try to go down as long as we haven't found an ancestor. And how can we decide if we have reached a common ancestor or not? So we start at the root, then we go down either to the left or to the right. Or the third case is we have found already the common ancestor. So how can we connect those two informations with our traversal? Well, at each point we will have exactly 3 cases. Either both of the input nodes and Q are in the left subtree, or both of the input nodes are in the right subtree, or the third case, they split. Yeah? One goes to the right and one goes to the, or maybe not goes, is located, since we are not moving them. One is located in the left subtree and the other in the right subtree. Yeah, we can we don't have any other case, and those are all the cases that exist. And what happens in the third case? We have found, if we go start at the top, then try to go to the left, if both of them are in the left subtree. And how can we tell? We will talk about it in a second, but let's assume that we know. Either we go to the left or we go to the right, or they are on the opposite sides. And if they are on the opposite side, we have found the common ancestor. Yeah, and this also covers the case when just one goes to the right and one stays at the place that we are, and the common ancestor is one of the either P or Q. So it's also covered by this third case. So now, how can we tell if they are in the left subtree or in the right subtree? Well, we use those informations, those two properties of binary search trees. So we can, let's order P and Q in such a way that P is always the smaller one. So we can swap them in case the provided input puts them in a different order. So either P is smaller than Q or Q is smaller than P. If the order is different, then we can just swap P and Q, and we will always have P smaller than Q. And if Q is if Q is smaller than the current node, then we have to go to the left. And if P is greater than the current node, then we have to go to the right. So that's more or less it. And now, using those cases, let's try to do it for those inputs, so 2 and 4. And in this case, we start, of course, at the top. We have both of them smaller than 6, so we go to the left. Then we have the case where they split already in the second node, so P is greater than 2, so it's on the right side, but 2 is less than 2, means that we have to stay here. And this is the case where they split, so we have found the lowest common ancestor, LCA, and this is 2. And of course, no matter what kind of nodes we would pick, we can always find them using that algorithm. So let's try to implement it in Python, and let's verify our assumptions. So if E value is less than Q value or greater than Q value, then we swap. So let's decide. P will be smaller one. Always smaller than Q. Okay. So if P is greater than Q, then we swap to have this condition always met. And then we try to iterate, starting at the root. And while the node is still valid, we do something, and in the end, we return none. And so now we have our 3 cases. So Q value less than node value, P value greater than node value, and else we have found the LCA. So in this case, we go if the bigger one is smaller than the current value, then we have to go to the left. If the smaller one is greater than the current value, then we have to go to the right. Let's run. So the first 3 cases pass. Now let's submit. and we beat around 60%. But if we try resubmitting, then we are still around this result. But I think that that code can go up to something like 70 or 80. So let me try to resubmit again. And in this case, we went down. But it's not always very stable. And in this case, we are somewhere around 50 to 60, 50 to 30% region. But I think that it can be also a little bit faster comparing to the other results, depending, of course, on when you submit and how lucky you are.